You left Laurent without even telling your parents, right? Shouldn't you go back home to see them? Your mom's probably still fuming.
Yeah. I'm home. Oh, thank goodness. No one's here.
What are you so afraid of? Isn't this your own house?
Shh! I left without telling my parents goodbye. If they see me, they're gonna be furious.
You got that right.
Mom!
How did you do that? There was no sign of anyone here at all.
Well, she is a martial arts master.
Leia, do you have any idea how worried we've been? Your father was bawling his eyes out.
I'm sorry.
Wait, please.
Master Sonia, Leia was only trying to help us.
Jude, Mila, you two should know better by now. If you let this child bend one rule in the morning, the world will be in chaos by noon.
I'm sorry.
I apologize.
Miss Sonia, I understand your anger. But rest assured, I accept full responsibility for Leia while...
That goes double for you. Keeping children well-disciplined is your duty as an adult.
Yes, ma'am.
Looks like all of you need a good stern lecture. Line up at attention. All right, you're dismissed. I'll let you off the hook this time.
I never thought a lecture could go on this long.
Personally, I found it oddly refreshing.
Trust me, it's a miracle that we got off this easy.
You had better believe it.
But Leia, doesn't this mean you won't be able to accompany us any further?
No way! I don't care how mad she gets, I'm still going with you.
Leia,
Well, you'd better. If you were to give up now, then you'd really be in trouble.
Mom?
I only scolded you because you left without telling us. If this is what you've decided you need to do, I expect you to see it through to the end.
Thanks, Mom, I will.
thank goodness.
Everyone, my daughter may be a miscreant and a fool, but I'm counting on you to keep her out of trouble.
Oh, Mom, don't get so sentimental. It's not like I'm getting married.
Is it safe to leave Giselle behind?
Oh, I assure you that I'm not the only one looking out for her. The house staff has served the Sherrill family for years, and the citizens of Sherrilton are always supportive. It's all due to Lord Klein's fair leadership.
It's not just that. Giselle works really hard to stay strong.
She's so cool! No wonder she's Ellie's friend!
Indeed. We are all quite proud of our young Lady Sherrill.
Let's all strive to make her as proud of us. Wait, isn't this...
The building where Klein's assassin was hiding? Yeah.
On Noctigal's orders, I imagine.
Regardless, the responsibility for Lord Klein's death lies solely on my shoulders.
Why would you say that?
It wasn't any of our faults.
But unfortunately it is. Do you remember the arrow that pierced his heart?
Yeah, I remember it being pretty unusual.
It's a highly lethal design used by Noctigal's personal guard. It was an invention of a Rashagal military tactician. He employed those arrows in his battles, and they brought him many great victories.
Wait, that sounds like...
Yes, I was that tactician. Back then I was known as the Conductor, and cared only about flaunting my abilities.
Now you've paid the price.
Alvin, come on.
No, he's absolutely right. In the end, my abilities couldn't protect the one person I had sworn to keep safe. The only thing they're good for is killing.
I don't think that's how Klein viewed you, though. Even in his last words, he wanted you to look over the country.
If he believed you were only good for killing, he never would have said such things.
Thank you, my friends. I still have much to do before I can fulfill Master Klein's last request. But my regret cuts all the deeper for knowing my arrows took the life of a man who trusted me so.
What were all those notes that you gave to Mila?
Notes? Oh, those weren't notes. Those were free massage coupons.
What? But why?
Case closed. Just let it go already.
Hey, Mila, what was in all those notes Leia gave you?
Notes? Oh, those were...
Free massage coupons.
Huh? Oh, yes. They were free massage coupons. Perhaps I'll use one right now.
One massage coming right up. You sure are tense today.
Am I? Hey, that hurt. Oh, whoa. Massages are not bad at all.
I know, right?
What is going on with these two?
teeter-tottering all over the place.
I was staring at the windmill, and now the world keeps spinning.
Ah, there's no beating big cities. So many interesting things for a grown man to see and do. Hey, are we close to Niakara?
Are we?
Don't you want to drop by?
Why? I have no business there. Is there some reason you want to go?
No, of course not. I just figured the villagers might be worried. They worship you, remember?
I appreciate your concern for the villagers' well-being, but we have no time for detours.
If we follow the Lakutam Highroad north, we shall reach a city known as Shandu. We should head there first.
Hold your horses. What about that monster that prowls the high road? What's it called? The Lord of Lakutam?
My, you are well informed. Rest assured, the Lord of Lakutam is a slave to spirit climbs just like any other monster. Now that we have shifted into Renome, the beast will be positively timid. I doubt it will venture anywhere near the high road.
See, little buddy? No reason to be scared.
Don't expect me to pluck you from the monster's jaws, bud.
Right then. Let's hit the high road.
All right! Another wall scaled!
I'm always surprised at how you're able to channel spirits without having to perform an incantation.
Is it that surprising?
No normal human could do that.
When channeling a spirit, the incantation is supposed to serve as the contract between the parties.
How do you channel spirits without a contract?
I don't do anything particularly special. When I offer mana to the spirits, I just infuse it with my desires. Get your act together and use your art, and no backtalk. Something like that.
That's not a contract.
That's a threat!
It's not good to coddle people, be they spirit or human. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, ma'am? Whatever you say.
Quite a surprising answer indeed.
With Mila, when isn't it?
Got that? You're not allowed to see him anymore.
Who asked you? I'm old enough to choose my own boyfriends.
Damn it, why won't you listen to me?
Out of my way.
I'm sorry. My little sister's in a bad mood right now. Why must she torture me like this? If only our parents were still alive. That boyfriend of hers has problems. But when I tell her not to see him, well, you saw what happened.
But isn't that her choice to make?
I know, but I can't bear to watch her make a mistake like that. I'm sorry. I need to go look for her.
I know you're hiding there.
Give me a break. Where does she get off talking about me like that?
So why do you stay with her? Just go off on your own.
I can't. She's been sick and weak for as long as I can remember. She needs my help. Besides, she's my sister.
Interesting.
Oh crap, there she is. See ya!
Say, Mila, do you have a family?
No. Though the four may be something close to one.
Do you ever wish you had one?
No. I can't say it's an idea that I've really thought about.
I see.
Having my own family. No. That's ridiculous.
What you got there?
This? It's a pendant.
I've seen that before. Isn't that Mila's? You said you treasured that pendant.
I did. That's why I gave it to Jude.
A gift from Mila, huh?
A treasured relic of Lord Maxwell herself. I wonder how much I could hawk that for.
It's just a bead made out of glass. Its value is purely sentimental.
How interesting. Could we ask you to tell us the story behind it?
Was it about 14 years ago? I left Nia Carriages for a day. I remember happening across some children and playing games with them.
I thought you just stayed in your shrine while people worshipped you.
Normally, yes. That was the first and last time I ever played like humans do. Even after I told them who I was. They didn't hold back in the slightest. They beat me soundly at tag and hide and seek.
I'm glad you didn't use the power of the Four to win.
I might have, but I had ordered the Four away on a special mission that day.
So if they had been there, you really would have used them?
A special mission for the Four, 14 years ago. Huh.
They were wild, rambunctious children. But when I left, they gave me that glass bead and said we could play again tomorrow.
They must have wanted to be friends.
You know, I never felt closer to humans than I did on that day. That was when I knew I wanted to protect them.
A lovely story.
I know just how you feel.
The spirit climb in Lakutam keeps the area cloaked in a perpetual golden sunset.
Oh, that sounds so romantic.
When I see a sunset like this, I can't help but think of home. Give it to us straight, Doc. How's Mila doing?
I understand this Spirix's device is quite advanced, but I can't imagine it could have healed such a grievous wound in so little time.
When I first applied the Spirix's, it caused such intense pain that she passed out. But now that she's more used to it, she can tolerate it, as long as she doesn't exert herself.
Doesn't sound like she's ready for any kind of battle. Sorry, I shouldn't give you such a hard time. It's not like Mila would let a little pain slow her down, right?
Thank you for the explanation. We'll take the lead for a while and give Mila time to rest.
As long as I'm on the battlefield, I'm sure we'll get by.
Thanks, guys. I've never traveled this deep into Azul before.
Nor I. And Rashagal, very little is known about the interior regions of Azul.
Well, if anyone has any questions, fire away. I've actually come here a number of times.
Because you have a girl in Azul?
I came for work, mind you. Work. But sure, I may have met a few girls over the course of my duties.
Not the most emphatic denial. Expecting a message, Alvin?
Huh?
I've seen him using that bird to send letters before. To a woman, apparently.
Sorry, folks, I'll be done in a jiff. Everyone, take 5.
Hey, Mila. You gave something to Ivar a while back. Was it the thing you swiped from the laboratory?
Yes, it was the Spirix used to operate the Lance of Kresnik.
That little thing? But shouldn't you keep it with you?
No. In fact, it would be dangerous to get anywhere near the Lance of Kresnik with that Spirix in hand.
Oh, well, you know better than me.
There is a problem, however. The channeling circle that bound and captured the Four. I believe it was generated by that Spirix. I will need to generate a channeling circle of equal power to release them.
In other words, you'll need that Spirix to save the 4 great spirits.
I may need the Four's power to destroy the Lance of Kresnik, too. The real question, then, is when should I retrieve the key from Ivar?
Hey, does that mean you can also use Spirix to cast arts? It's not just for the Lance of Kresnik?
What's the simplest way to explain this? Remember the street lamps in Fenmont? People light them with spirit arts. It's a simple parlor trick. Even a child could do it. But what happens if more powerful spirit arts are required?
Those require a powerful caster, someone with a mana lobe of sufficient capacity. The greater the capacity, the more mana can be produced when using arts. That capacity is determined at birth. It's immutable.
Precisely. That's one of the laws of Rizemaxia. But a Spirix doesn't rely on the caster at all. A caster wielding a Spirix can power anything, from a tiny streetlight to a gigantic object like the Lance of Kresnik. Mana capacity ceases to be a limitation.
But that sounds really handy.
It is handy, and that's precisely why it's so dangerous. With the Spirix, anyone can wield arts potent enough to capture the Four, and anyone can use that power to kill others, just as they plan to do with the Lance of Kresnik. Anyhow, we should get going.
You seem to know a lot about golems. What was that you said about earth spirits?
Golem Golems are artificial constructs created by the Rashigol army through Earth spirit channeling. They can only work within particular spirit climes, but they're very powerful.
Impressive.
Isn't she smart? Although she did just hear all that from Rowan.
So she's just the conductor's parrot.
Elise learns spirit arts through intuition alone, so she hasn't made a proper study of the subject. However, once she learns something, her ability to recall it is quite impressive.
I learned a lot of other things too. Like Fenmon is protected to the north and south by golems, and the Fezabel Marsh. It's an impregnable defense.
Impregnable, huh? Can you tell me what that means?
Well...
Perhaps it's time we expand our lessons beyond just spirit arts.
Hey, Mila?
Are you really Maxwell?
I am. Had I not mentioned that yet?
Ah! She isn't human! Run away!
Having seen the strength of Mila's resolve, I have no trouble believing that to be true.
So how come you look so normal?
I have taken physical form by using the elements within a human body as a catalyst. Though it has proven to be an irksome vessel with many limitations.
So Mila is Maxwell in a human body.
Well, it doesn't change who she is, right? Let's leave it at that. It's still a little scary.
But haven't you always known Mila to be scary when she's angry about something?
I guess that's true.
Are they afraid of me? Or is that a sign of respect? Well, I suppose either will do.
When I see a sunset like this, I can't help but think of dinner. Are we eating soon?
It's a pain, but I better try to bang out a letter. Let's see.
Look, Alvin's writing another letter.
My dearest, now that the interseasonals have blown their last, and the spirit climb has settled, my thoughts stray to you and your well-being.
He's so formal.
He's gotta be writing to a woman.
That reminds me, Jude. How come you didn't answer any of the letters I sent to you in Fenmont?
I didn't know what I was supposed to say. You only ever talked about yourself. Also, your penmanship could use some work.
I can't believe you! You blow me off and still have the nerve to complain.
But I could barely even decipher them. You yank the pen so hard it tears the paper.
Well, maybe I'll just copy you. Your cutesy little bubble letters are straight from a little girl's diary.
What? Guys aren't allowed to write neatly? That's sexist.
I'm not being sexist. That's exactly how it looks.
Then you've proven my point. You are sexist.
I'll never run out of things to write about with these people around.
My aching back.
Your back hurts? Want me to give you a little therapeutic massage?
Oh, that's very generous of you.
Don't coddle the elderly kid. It never ends well.
But he's in pain.
I am grateful for the sentiment, Jude, but I worry that your hands might not be strong enough. Perhaps a massage from a nubile young woman would be more effective.
You mean me? If I had the 4, I'd have Ifrit bathe your back in flame to increase blood flow. Then have gnomes send tremors up and down your spine. That would clear it right up. But I suppose I could still do most of that with my own arts. Go ahead. Show me where it hurts.
Oh, I'm fine, really. Aches and pains are old friends to a man my age. Let's be moving on then.
Huh? You don't want the massage?
See what I mean?
Yeah, no more coddling.
Are you ladies feeling well? Anyone need a break?
I'm okay.
You sure are friendly. I thought mercenaries were supposed to be gruff and scary.
That's just a stereotype. Although there certainly are a few like that. A true pro uses good manners and a kind demeanor to compensate for the job's shadier aspects.
Huh. I guess Alvin would be even worse if he was rude as well as devious.
I suppose.
Man, you really are cool if you can let comments like that roll off your back, little buddy.
Right? Sass from stuffed animals, cheeky teenagers calling me little buddy. Nope, don't care one bit.
Lady Mila! There you are! It's a miracle! You can walk! Ivar, what are you doing here?
Who's this guy?
Mila's handmaid.
Now that your legs have healed, you must return to the village at once. Please, if something else were to happen to you, I don't know what I'd do.
I cannot return yet. I have business in Fenmont.
In that case, allow me to accompany you.
That won't be necessary. I have all the help I need.
From these people?
These people, Jude and Leia here, helped me walk again. They can be trusted.
Jude again?
I'm Leia. Nice to meet you. He's got some issues, huh?
You must feel pretty pleased with yourself now that Lady Mila is on her feet again.
Well, I did promise I would help her walk again, and here she is walking.
How dare you take credit for this miracle? It was all due to Lady Mila's divine power! It must have been. Maxwell, curse you! I was the one who was supposed to heal her!
Sorry?
That's right. Beg for your forgiveness, you phony! Atone for your blasphemy!
What is he talking about?
It would seem Jude keeps the most eccentric company. All of his acquaintances are so unique.
Ivar, I gave you an important mission. Why are you here?
I've not forgotten about the defense of the village, and the item you entrusted to me is safe. I have it hidden in a place known to no other. However, I recently received this.
Maxwell is in grave danger. You must rescue her at once.
I rushed forth immediately. I only just now caught up with you, Lady Mila.
Who could have written something like this?
I wonder. But in any case, it's mistaken. As you can see, I'm perfectly Ivar, run!
You have got to be kidding me! You look really pissed off!
How did it happen?
That doesn't matter right now. Just focus.
Pixie Circle! Pixie
It's over! Okay. Illumination phase! It's Mila! Okay. Not yet. Let's go. Mila! Not over yet. Mila! Okay. Okay.
Don't worry.
Finish them off.
Don't worry.
Wake up already.
Let's end it. Okay. Rolling assault. Okay. Fighting fear.
I'm out of energy.
Fighting fear. We need to conserve our strength.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Rally the souls and then just life.
Burn! Death now. Death now. Ready?
Got it. Take this!
We finally stopped it.
That was too close!
What caused this? I did not expect it to be that active.
Excellent.
All right.
I feel much stronger.
That wasn't too bad.
All right.
There's always room for improvement.
Ow!
You call that timid? I thought you said the monster would be a pussycat now that its solemn and Renome is here.
That should be the case. Unless...
With the 4 great spirits missing, the spirit climbs have essentially stopped shifting.
Great. How will we cross Fezabel Marsh to get to Fenmont?
Cross Fezabel Marsh? You people are out of your minds! Only a Wyvern could reach Fenmont at this point. Fortunately, it just so happens that I, the redoubtable handmaid, can be of assistance to Lady Mila.
You know a way to get there?
I have in my possession a Wyvern, faithful only to me. I would be happy to transport Lady Mila to Fenmont.
Ivar, is there any other way?
Huh?
There is, isn't there? Tell me.
I have heard of a clan in Shandu that can control monsters. They raise wyverns there, apparently.
I guess that's our next stop.
Onward to Shandu.
Ivar, thank you. Ivar?
Shall we go?
Yeah.
You lying phony fraud! Grr! That's the bird that delivered the letter! You dirty bird! When Mila saves the 4 great spirits, she will need the key in your possession. This will be your chance to beat Jude once and for all. Wait until I contact you again. Then you will free the 4 great spirits and become Lady Mila's true champion. You won't get the upper hand this time, phony!
That Ivar guy is something else, huh?
Apparently, he's Mila's handmaid. But perhaps we shouldn't be surprised at her unusual taste in friends.
They don't get much weirder than that.
You're one to talk, Tipo.
He scared me. He was so mad at Jude.
Well, he does attract the weird ones.
You're one to talk, Leia.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Sounds like Ivar found some useful information. I hadn't heard about these Wyverns before.
Wyverns are a special breed of flying monster native to a remote region of Azul. They're quite intelligent but very rare, and only those who have mastered a special art can train them.
Is it really safe to ride one?
That depends. I've heard that if a naughty child tries to ride, the Wyvern will gobble her right up.
Is that true?
Don't worry, Ellie's a good kid.
Yeah, she'll be fine. But what about you?
It would be a shame to see Tipo get eaten. That can't be good for a Wyvern's stomach.
Huh? No! You can't let it eat me!
It's okay. You're a good kid too.
Well, he's a gullible one. I can tell you that much.
Are we really gonna ride a Wyvern?